Why does risk management intimidate you? I'm Alexander of Trader Help 101, and I help traders with the psychology of risk management. Email me if you're having problems with risk management, alexander@traderhelp101.com. Below, additional resources to help you out in risk management. So why does risk management intimidate you? First of all, let's take a look at the words. Risk management. Most people do not want to be associated with anything that's risky, and that's why stock trading can be overwhelming in many different areas, give you a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. At the same time, not that it's risky, but we also have to deal with being wrong and losing money, and everybody deals with that very different. Now, if you're wrong, how do you deal with that? Do you beat yourself up? Do you talk to yourself negatively? Do you does it dwell, does it overwhelm you, or that's all you're thinking about throughout the day? Added to that is the amount of money you lost, or that you lost money. Do you unfortunately talk to yourself very badly? And that's not good. That's part of mental health, and that's something we're going to talk about in the next couple of videos, that when you're wrong, to be able to cope with that in a positive way. Have empathy with yourself. It's not going to be perfect, the stock market. It's a moving target. It's a moving target, and therefore you have to make decisions, and as a new trader you have to gain the experience of making the proper decision. And the proper decision is not always going to be perfect. Probably like 85% of the time it's not going to be perfect. Therefore you have to be able to deal with everything that's going on around you and say, you know what, when I make this decision, I'm okay with this decision, and move forward, because mentally, emotionally, and financially it's better for me. Now, when we talk about risk management, controlling your losses to a small amount, it's something that should be practiced on every single trade, so you're not intimidated, you're not fearful, and you have knowledge. What does that mean? If someone asks you, what is your risk on this trade? You can say, my risk on this trade is $200. I'm willing to risk $200 for the opportunity to participate in a profit. Therefore, this is planned before you enter the trade, and you can project in the future that if I lose $200, I'm going to be mentally, emotionally, and financially okay. This is something that's not done because we don't want to be wrong and we don't want to lose money. So I saw an interview the other day with Peter Brandt, a multi-million-dollar trader who has been trading the market for about 40 years. And he said that without reservation, about 95% of the time, every single year, he goes on a 10 to 15 trade losing streak. And this is super important for new traders to really understand, because they get so focused on the per trade basis, on the current trade, this trade, and they put on a lot of risk on this trade, but they don't take into account that what if they're wrong on multiple trades after this? If you place 15 trades, do you know which trade is going to be a loser in the first place? Is trade 15 going to be a loser? Trade 11, trade 9, trade 2? We don't know. So therefore, you should never have so much confidence to break risk management rules. At the same time, if you're going to losing streak, where is this losing streak going to appear? Is it trade 10 to 15? Is it trade 9 to 15? We don't know. Therefore, you must have a solid risk management plan on a per trade basis, on your portfolio, and on a losing streak. So now that you have on a per trade basis, you're not intimidated, you say, yo, I'm okay with $200. If you're not okay, you scale it down to $50, and then you're going to be okay, and then you're able to focus on learning how to trade. So risk management is a skill set that must be practiced to get good at it. So get good at it on every single trade. Now that you have the risk management locked in on a per trade basis, let's take a look at if you have 5 open trades in your portfolio. If you have, let's say, 5 open trades and it's $200 risk, then you have $1,000 at risk. Is this too much for your portfolio? Is it too much for you mentally and emotionally? Are you too stressed out when you're trading? Then you have to lower the risk or take off some positions, only have a rule that say you only have 3 open positions. The other thing that is very intimidating when it comes to risk management is trading stocks that move very, very fast, because you already know subconsciously that if I place this trade, my loss can come very, very fast. Therefore, you got to trade slow moving stocks until you build the muscle and the training and the resilience to deal with the numbers moving and deal with losses, as we said earlier in the video, and to deal with how you cope with being wrong and losing money. Once that doesn't bother you as much, once you can go through multiple trades, multiple losing trades, and not lose the enthusiasm on your 7th or 8th trade after a losing streak, and be very strategic, then you're maturing as a trader and saying, you know what, I just went on a 5, 6, 7 trade losing streak. That's perfectly fine. My account is safe because I had a great risk management plan that accounted for a losing streak, and I'm ready for my 7th trade. I'm ready for my 8th trade. So you have to take into account. I'll leave you with this. If you wanted to be a fireman and the gentleman was training his first week, and you have to send them to go into a live burning building, of course he's going to be intimidated. Of course he's going to be fearful, and he's going to not, second guess his decision, not know where to go, and not have enough knowledge on what the safe process is to get everybody out of the building and secure the building. But as he goes through the training, the simulated trading, just like you do on your demo account, your sim trading, you go through these steps and you build the muscles. Now he has built the courage, and he has the courage because he has done it many times. He has the courage and he's brave because he went through the process and knows what to look out for when these things are happening. And it's the same thing as a trader. And now when a fireman sees the building, he runs, he's able to save lives and be able to return safely. The same thing as a trader. As you get more and more comfortable with being wrong and the relationship you have with money, saying, I'm okay losing this amount of money, you're going to build the courage to not focus on losing and focus on more, okay, if I lose, I'm going to be okay. This could be a potential profitable trade. I'm not trading irresponsible or reckless. At the same time, I'll leave you one more thing. If anything is triggering you to trade irresponsible and reckless, please find that out, and please make sure hey, when this happens, I tend to kind of trade irresponsible or reckless, and make sure you don't do that. Make sure you have rules or safety kind of like nets to make sure that you don't get triggered to place irresponsible and reckless trades. Hope this helped. Hope I put you in a position of power so you're not intimidated by risk management. Know that you're going to be wrong, and you might be wrong on multiple trades, but make sure you have a solid risk management plan that accounts for that, and you'll be perfectly fine. Trade safe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.